Bill O'Reilly here. Please watch this highlight from the No Spin News. To watch the full episode on demand, simply visit BillO'Reilly.com and become a subscriber today. What everybody can't understand, because it's not just an LA County problem, it's a problem here in New York, Chicago, St. Louis, Baltimore, on and on and on. These progressive district attorneys, many funded by George Soros, so they've got millions and millions of dollars to spread their propaganda. They don't want to punish criminals. Do you understand, Ms. Katie, why they don't want to punish criminals?
Well, I think it's very naive, I think, on their part. I think it's
got to be more than that, though. These are people who, they know what violence is. They see dead bodies. All right. I believe it's political. They think their country is evil. They persecuted minorities. The USA has, and therefore the minority criminals should be cut much more slack. It's not really their fault. They're hurting people. I think that's what it is. But how do you see it?
Well, I would agree that certainly many people see it that way. I don't know Gascon personally, so I can't really speak to how he sees it personally. What I can tell you is, however he sees it and whatever good he thinks he may be doing, he is misinformed. His policies are dangerous and ill-advised, and line prosecutors who have experience and expertise have been telling him that from the day he took office.
But he doesn't care what they say.
No, he does not.
Bodine didn't care and Gascon used to be the DA of San Francisco. He's partially responsible for the destruction of that town. And then Bodine was worse than Gascon, if you can believe it. Voters threw him out, which is incredible in a city like San Francisco. Gascon will get thrown out too. There's no way he wins this, not after these two police officers were killed. Every Hispanic voter in LA County will go in and boot him. I have a lot of friends in LA. They all say it's a dangerous place. Right. That you don't know, everybody's armed and everybody's in an automobile and they can hit you, at random, and the gangs run wild in the poor neighborhoods, particularly in East LA, Compton, those neighborhoods. There's no control over gangs, and there's Gascon not punishing violent criminals.
Right. And I will say, he has many, many, many policies, but one of them is his bail policy, and his bail policy does not allow prosecutors to ask for bail when someone is a felon with a gun. So they it's really incredible, actually.
How much responsibility do the people of Los Angeles hold? Because they elected a far, far left law enforcement guy. How much responsibility? Now, we assume that most honest people have awakened in the last 2 years. But the voters, they get what they vote for, correct?
Well, I would say they get what they vote for if the person who is telling them what he's going to do is being honest. And that's not what occurred here. He made some statements that perhaps people could look at in retrospect and say, well, I guess that's what he meant. But the statements that he made were not nearly as blanket as they are now. And I will say that I personally have represented a number of victims who, initially voted for Gascon because they thought that he would make things better, because that's what he said. And now they realize, of course, when they look at the actual policies written down and they see the devastation that has occurred, they recognize that he did way more than he ever said he would. And so they have absolutely turned tables. And so what I would say is that I think the majority, certainly of residents in Los Angeles County, have now recognized the devastation of his policies and how he is endangering all of us. And certainly for the murder victims' families that I've represented, they personally have been feeling the devastation of his policies.
Absolutely. Inflation now at its highest level in 40 years. Interest rates skyrocketing. A recession may loom. Our retirement accounts are in real danger. If you want to protect your future, do what I did. Call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They can show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. All it takes to get started is a short phone call, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They are the highest rated firm in the country, A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, and thousands of satisfied clients. Plus, tell them O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. So don't wait, please call now, 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Bill O'Reilly here. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to the First TV YouTube page. Just hit the big red subscribe button below, and you'll get clips and highlights of my program, The No Spin News, every single day. We'll see you soon.